Hello and welcome back to Top 100 Leads in 10 minutes. Today we're going to be looking at Blink. Blink is an all-in-one workplace app that brings together people, tools and culture. Now, if we have a look at solutions, we can see the sorts of industries they operate in, the types of teams they target, comms, IT, HR, frontline. Now, obviously for inbound, they want to cater to a lot of different people. IT might be approving the app, but HR might be the driver, comms might be the driver. So you can see that they are catering to a few different people, but for outbound, we need to be really target and focused. So where do we want to target? Well, given the type of app it is, HR and comms are likely to be the targets. Then we can start finding buyer personas, decision makers, champions within those teams, being aware that there are people in IT that also have a vested interest as well. You can see that they integrate with Workday, so we can already start to see that companies using Workday who are in ICP range are going to be good people to reach out to. So now let's have a look at some of the customers. So we can head over to customer stories, grab all of these past customers, there's lots of them, and we can bring them over to Figma. And you can see over here that we've added the list and we've actually done a breakdown by size, geography and industry. So by size, only 2 companies under 500, so it doesn't really make sense to allocate outbound resource towards companies under 500. Mid, 500 to 2,500. Yeah, there's above 10%. Again, not best energies, but might be worth testing. Here, large, 2,500 to 10,000, really good. 11 companies, 37%. So again, we want to be targeting this group. And then we've got enterprise, 10,000 plus. Now, this is where most of the customers lie, but that requires a proper ABS, ABM strategy. So I think for now, we can leave 10,000 plus out of the equation and really focus on large and mid. By geography, pretty even split between UK and US. 4 companies from other countries or global companies, but again, we don't want to be really allocating resource towards other. We want to be focusing on UK and US. And then by industry, so healthcare, 23%, fast food, hospitality, transport. So we can take those industries here. We can add them to the TAM. We're targeting 500 plus, US, UK, primary drivers, HR people, secondary drivers, comms, technical approver, IT, and then we've got our list of decision makers and champions. This will change slightly at different size organizations, but as long as you're aware and can adapt as you go, then that's fine. Now, in terms of signals, using Workday, an integration partner would be really good to target, but also companies using competitors like Meta Workplace, Staffbase, Beekeeper, Yammer, Workvivo, etc. Companies rapidly hiring because if they're growing their headcount, then they're going to want to make sure that they can actually cater to this growing number of people in terms of engagement, happiness, satisfaction, retention. So that's quite important, and there's a really good messaging angle there. Office expansion, recent acquisition or merger, low engagement survey scores. So if a company has had a low score, then reaching out to them saying, look, we can help you fix this. New chief people officers, new chief HR officers. They'll have new initiatives, things like that. They might want to switch things up. Job postings for relevant roles. So director of employee experience, employee engagement managers. Okay, it shows they're investing in this area. So why wouldn't they want a tool to complement that? Search signals, so accounts searching for employee engagement, internal comms, employee app, modern intranet, employee retention, and things like that. And then we can actually have a look at direct engagement with Blink. So has this person visited the website 2+ times in the last 7 days? Have there been multiple visits from the same account in the last 7 days? Have they visited the pricing page? Have they visited the demo page? We can get more granular this and actually have a look at, were they there for more than 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes? Is there a combination? But at the same time, we don't know how much data they've got, and we want to match the level of granularity to the amount of data. So we've then got tiering matrices, but we won't go through that now. So now let's take the TAM and signals and start building the top 100 prospects. So you can see up here that we've added the job titles, we've added locations, so US, UK for both the people and company, because we don't want to have a US account, but then when we enrich with phone numbers, we're getting someone in Australia or Iran or somewhere like that. We want to be phoning UK, US numbers. Employees, so we've got between 500 to 10,000 as discussed. We've added the key industries in, and we've added companies using Workday. And then on top of that, we've layered for 3 different signals. The first signal is hiring for employee experience, employee engagement or internal comms roles. The next one we've gone for is rapid growth, and then we've gone for new roles. So 3 different lists. We have then exported those lists individually, added them to Freckle, and we can see we have enriched with mobile numbers, we've got the emails, we've validated those emails, we've verified catch-all, so every email here is good to go. We have all the information carried across from Apollo. You can see here 0 bounce and bounce ban. That's where all the validation for emails has happened. And then we've actually just validated the lead further. So we've taken company name, website, industry, employee account, job title, and department. We've said, look, is this company part of ICP, and would they be interested in buying the software? And is this lead based on their job title and department? Are they a buyer persona? And if it's a match to both, output good lead, otherwise output bad lead. And then we've got a justification, so we can actually just QA. And we've filtered out any bad leads. We've exported those lists, we've combined them together, and we've arrived at this final list where we've got 3 different signals. And say if we're reaching out to Anastasia, we can say, hey Anastasia, I noticed, Clark Construction are rapidly growing. More employees usually means you need to enable them. You need to be on top of employee engagement, so they're not coming in and then they're going straight out the door. Are you currently using a employee engagement tool? Is this something that's on your radar?